Hey Christabel, so I have an example of the homework. Good question, and I think I will read it aloud for you. You're very good at listening. So let me just make this screen bigger so you can see it. So here we have the Juana's story, right, that we read. And then here's our homework on page 63, page 63. So an example. All of these questions are asking about this story, right? Everything you need to know to answer these questions is in Juana's story that we read. So example number 1 says, Juana lives in El Salvador now. So, does Juana live in El Salvador now? Does she? And so, I don't know. So we will go over this way to this page and look. This is Juana. Juana is 57 years old. She had many jobs. In El Salvador, she was a cook at a school. So right now, she is not in El Salvador, right? She used to be in El Salvador a long time ago. So we were right. Is Juana in El Salvador now? Does she live there? And we can write no, N-O. No, she does not. She lives in the United States. And we know that because if we look all the way down on line 16, we can see she moved to the United States in 2019. Right? So we know right now is 2023. So she is in the USA. Very good. Next, and I'll just read these to you. Number 2, she was a cook. Was Juana a cook? We write yes or no. Number 3 is in 1998, she was a manager. Was Juana a manager in 1998? Next, she supervises workers at Chewy. Supervises. So this is present tense. Does she do this right now? And does she work at Chewy? 2 parts. Number 5, she wants to work with children. What does Juana want? Number 6 is Juana does not want a new job. Does Juana want a new job? Right, and the answer will be in our story. And number 7, Juana has a lot of work experience. She has had many jobs, yes or no. Last, we have number 8, she has an interview tomorrow. Does Juana have an interview tomorrow? Did she have one last week? Does she have one next month? Right? So the story should say something about when, what time, Juana has her interview. And this question wants to know, is it tomorrow? Yes or no? Right? So Y-E-S or N-O. Yes? No. And the last part of our homework is answering these questions, titles and duties. This says, look at the story to answer the questions and write complete sentences. So you can try writing if you want, but if you just want to record your answer and speak your sentences to me, we can do that too, or we can talk about them on Friday. So what was Juana's first job? And we can write Juana's first job, Juana apostrophe S First, new word Job. And because we have the past tense that we talked about in class today, her first job, we say was. Her first job was ... We can fill in the blank. And then what did Juana do in her second job? That's question number 2, right? What did Juana do in her second job? We can write Juana did, and we list things. She did what? Lots of words. in her second job. Okay, so homework page 63, those are some examples. Good question.